brother. Dude, I took that boxing class of Julie's. That's so very good. Good. Yeah, I have real bad. So guys, I took that boxing class. You in there? You behind there?
Can you want to yet? Should give away? I don't think you should give up.
I'm not gonna.
There's no thinking you're gonna have enough traction.
Yeah,
I think you're not gonna have enough traction.
good. Well, I don't want to go backwards, right?
Right.
Okay, guys, gals. I can talk gals today. Okay, so we're definitely scalable. Guys, everybody, follow your own pathway. As you know, I tend to go a little faster because I do like the athleticism component of this class. At least that's sort of the design. Monday, so you know, at 8 o'clock, much more cardio. 5-minute intervals of could be rower, or assault bike, or spinner. Some of the other ones are ski erg. This class, you might get 30 seconds to a minute. Typically, it's jump roping or some kind of a foot drill. Today, I am pretty hyped up because I had some coffee.
Can I maybe borrow those just for
Yeah,
us?
you can need them.
Just coffee chat.
You. Let's do it right. You were in boxing too, right?
I was.
Woo!
I loved it.
I did too. She's a great gal. First of all, I'm trying to get her to be my training partner at least once or twice a week. All right, so let's do it up.
Was it like more cardio or less?
Definitely cardio. And for you, who else is in the class? Oh, one of my clients. I told her, I said, maybe wear a vest next time. I told you, I said, don't pull everybody out of the water. I keep people, they won't come back. Strong, she had strong. She could have gone harder. I think she did 10 sets, kind of like CrossFit formula. But by the time you get to 6, you're like, oh, no, more. But I think you can handle it best if you want it, or some kind of something to make it a little harder until you. There's always ways to make it more difficult. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's just your warm up. It's a little bit of pace stuff. Your soundtrack, so you know it's Peloton. Spill it on the way over. In case there's any swear words. Good songs in your thing. Lateral movement. It's for your inner outer thigh. Quads, glutes. I'm pumping my shoulders on purpose. It's still tender from boxing. It was Monday. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a toe tap with a reach and a bend. A reach and a bend. Notice I put a squat in the middle and I tap that toe. And I bend my body, opening up the thoracic. Bend. Bend. This is a movement that we don't do in life. It's not bad to open up that side. 10. I get my massage tomorrow. 8. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Up your toes. Down those feet. Down those feet. Down those feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jab. You can do a half jab too. Get that heart rate up. Half jack, right? Some version of this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mid-sized dumbbells. Don't go too heavy. You're gonna have pace. Military press. Throw the knee in. Big knee.
I don't give a fuck about the folks and this happens. We from the Bronx, New York, things happen. Kids clapping, let us walk the place. Got the cats in this walk, got a scar.
Turn your only shoulders.
This is ice. Not for real, but it's charm, brother. This is life. Not for freedom in front of the building, Trinity Act. 10 years militant, still picking me down. That was too much. Why you think? Should have been called on by so, or maybe Grand Larceny. I did it all, put the pieces to the bottom. Just like I knew me and my people could sell bubble. So I had to gain on some flojo.
Don't say dumbbell, he was my left shoulder.
Pull up my pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back.
All legs, ready?
No dancing, pull up my pants and do the rock away. Now lean back,
Leg and knee bar.
lean back.
Lift it high.
Easy. Until the on stay breezy, the dawn stay cause I got days. I'm in the 740 cause I'm so I ride till I die with a matching jacket. About to pop me a mansion. Started in the club, but you know they not dancing. We don't dance with booties, so never mind. I got everybody's a listen, I don't make a mission in the boxes, don't check us. And we walk around the metal detectives and it ain't even need for a VIP session. And then on the dance floor, reckless checking session. Like my necklace started relaxing now. Now I pull a chain to ecstasy. I need a day, still the same. Just change that
No dancing, pull up my pants and do the rock away.
Two dumbbells together.
Lean back,
Toes turned out.
lean
Heels
back.
facing each other.
No dancing,
Drop.
drop,
Drop.
do the rock away.
Drop. Jack. Try to keep your upper body straight. Don't bend over. Oh, right to your nose. I'm gonna double time. Here I go. So again, you bring up the amplitude, pace. It's harder. It doesn't mean slower back.
See the main game signs commercial. Keep a little bad while throwing it up. You can't quit walking like that's what's up. You can't keep telling me to see about the rucker. Man, I don't want to see about the rucker. Now you can keep me turkey to the mansion. This is my team. You have to play to win the championship. Don't dance, pull up my pants. Do the rock away. Hey, now lean back, lean back, lean back. I said, don't dance, pull up my pants. Do the rock away. Now lean back.
One, beautiful.
Lean back, lean back, lean back.
Dumbbell. Light dumbbells, guys. Rear part of your shoulder.
Roach, BX Pearl, Chelsea Ball.
Typically,
Forever,
you're not gonna be super strong in these.
forever. Yeah, streets is out. Come on. Nah, man.
Right up to the side.
Search. Raul.
Here we go.
JB, come on.
But that makes an argument for why you want to train it. So much faster.
Fuck you do all this, man. do it to the end. Oh, come on, 9 to the 5, oh, go. Go to the mouth. We bring it out. We bring it in. Oh, lady.
Ain't no place like the
Oh,
world. We go down.
I go heavy. You can do push up. Or are you venturing far? Nice press. This is the same thing as a push-up, guys. Keep your hips high. Squeeze them out. Make an argument for going lighter and going faster. I can make an argument for going heavier and slower. Okay. First time I've been able to do 25 to my shoulders. We are on the road to success. 5, 4, 3 Mississippi, 2, and 1. Now for this one, I definitely want to go lighter. Fly, still chest. If you're able to fly the same weight you're pressing, you're not pressing the right weight. Okay, so this takes a lot more steady, sturdy, being on point. I go wide, my shoulders are potentially at risk. If you're not healthy shouldered, many of us have, shoulders can be a real tricky part of your body. How many people here tell me they have had a shoulder injury in the past? They have a partner maybe, or a son, or daughter that's had a shoulder injury. Pretty common. I've only had 3 in my life. And I had one like 6 months ago. This has been my best rehab where I haven't continued to re-injure it. Thank you for the class, because I'm always thinking about when I'm in here, how strong you guys are. Now where is the end? In true form, your end is now parallel to your shoulder. I want to coach you doing half lunge, doing halfway. Hey. I also want to coach you to squeeze them at the top. Your dumbbells aren't meeting and crushing the break in between. This is the point. Okay? Really squeeze those. I'd rather see you squeeze it hard. Probably even more than coming down really low. I come up low, that's stretching out those pecs. Alright? You want me to coach you, you gotta stretch them. 5, 4, get ready for cardio burst. 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so if you're a jump roper, you don't have to use a rope. But this suit's going well. Right here. It could be one of these, or even an over the bench, even a low bench, or switch foot. There's a lot of things we do. 1 minute, wait, 1 minute. Come on, who's starting? Who's first? Which one of those people that's always first?
Sorry, I ain't got no money. I'm not trying to be funny, but I left it all at home today. You can call me what you wanna. I ain't giving you $1 this
Lay on your
time.
feet.
I ain't gonna
Like
run.
you do me, so you're not new.
You might not be
You know you can jump over
down. You might ask me down.
in the boxing
But
class.
I will get back up again.
I'll probably just
You
do
call me
it.
how you wanna. I ain't giving you $1 this time.
You're
I
twice.
ain't gonna run away.
Like you're telling me, don't leave the ground much. Don't leave it out. This is still jump rope, baby. Come on. 30 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's press again or push up.
Trying to be funny, but I left it all at home today. You can call me what you wanna, I ain't giving you a dollar.
So figure out what your weight is. You will never bench best more weight on the bench because you have stability. It just feels safer. But this ball is never going to trick you out. So as you do that, more confidence, more stability. Yeah, you're a little long-legged down here. Super straight, nice and flat. Well, you get one touch. You guys can go. Scared. Tummy is tight, your bum is tight. You're creating the bench. You are the bench. Whereas if you're on the bench, no foul. It's just giving you a lot more stability, security. I can probably also do this for one leg. I would recommend this. I gotta find the sweet spot for my foot that's down on the ball. Yeah, I don't recommend that. I'll lead up to that chicken. Focus on hips high, head on ball. Those shoulder blades are what make contact. Most of your torso, your lower body is off the ball. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going right to the fly. I'm using 15s, and I know I can fly this, so here we go. Inhale, exhale. Breathe, go wide. You can go a little slower now. I open, I come up, I squeeze. I think about it. I also squeeze my tummy at the same time. Maybe even my bum. Open wide. It's all about the pecs. I inhale down, I exhale up. I inhale down and I exhale up. I look for that squeeze. I look for that squeeze. So, here's what happens for me. I did an hour spin last night, really aggressive hour spin. I think I was 10,000, I was like 400. So that amps me up, you know, it's like it keeps me in check. I know so the heart rate comes up, I sleep all this stuff. But knowing that I'm still, you know, we're talking about all ages, I'm still really in that top sector. It helps me feel good the next day. Better the next day. My legs can take over as my shoulders. 3, 2 Mississippi, and 1. And I'm going to either sit on my ball or my bench. I'm going to go to one dumbbell here. In chest, it's the pressing part, push-up part. There's a lot of tricep. It's all tricep here. I recommend you use a heavy dumbbell. That's all relative as well. Last week I did a 50-pound. Consider the injury and all the things that stop doing. 25 years is light. But I really want to go down to that. Let's feel out of this. This is the dumbbell needs to go way down. Keep those elbows against your ears, head. Let that stretch happen, and then full punch. That's what's going to get you better results. Less weight, more range of motion. ROM. More improvement. Don't worry about it. 2,000 square. And you understand, especially if you're here every day. You're going heavy all the time. 1. Okay. Let's take you back to this bench. Yeah, put up again. So, see anybody can choose this one. On the cardio end. 1 foot on the bench. Right here. 1, 2, 1. This is slow. 2. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going for double time. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Much harder. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Feel that leg burn. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Start slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And double time. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's last. One push-up. Ready? Over here, third set. Down. So for me, 20s, I'm moving pretty rapidly. Keep going. My regulars know I couldn't do even 10s a few months ago. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to open my fly up to 20 times. Okay, see if I can get away with this. Yeah, so this is really a problem for me. Probably at 30 or 35, my shoulder would start to cave a little bit. Squeeze them at the top, guys. Yeah. Squeeze them at the top. Inhale down and squeeze. And down and squeeze. And down and squeeze. And down and squeeze. We call it a pec fly or chest fly. And again, this for your chests is probably the best move you can do because clearly it's opening up the pecs, stretching them at the bottom in your shoulder, and then at the top, if you're squeezing, you're creating a really dynamic flexion on that circle of muscle that's below the breast tissue. So whether you're a male or female, and today it's all females, same muscle underneath. Obviously, they don't have the rest of the female anatomy, but either way, you still want tone pecs. Definitely, so I'm 60 now. At 45, maybe 48, peak of my personal training business, I started to get moved. What the heck's going on here? Because I wasn't training to the level that I had been training for years. I was just busy. Or back to tricep overhead. So it can happen to men too. If you don't train the muscle with this little phrase, if you use it or lose it. So for me, I really noticed around 45, 48, I started seeing sort of craziness, checking around the butt, actually creating heavy squats, 400 pounds, 700, 800 pound leg presses. I sort of didn't have the time. I was all about training people. Staff. So I started to see my pecs do this, and I was like, How could this be? Arnold Schwarzenegger would be your best example. Remember when he was governor? Did you see some of the pictures of him on the beach? It's not a savage. Poor guy. $40 billionaire. But you know, his life changed. Now, if you look at him, another triple White House, he's all vegan, he's a nutritionist, he's a very specific training regimen, he's extremely cut. You can change your body. All right, guys, let's amp it up again. So I'm going to go lightweight, because I'm going to pace this up for you. These are never easy. Side lunge. And the reason these are hard is the big muscle. And it's primarily one leg doing the work, right? Power up from the side. And if you got the juice, you give me a military press in between. And this makes a huge difference. That overhead press, if you're not into it, you want to just stay in the legs. If you got more juice, it's a plyometric, which simply means there's a hop. There's a hop. And I would be much more cautious about how heavy if I'm doing the hop. Take the route that's best for you guys. While I breathe. Yeah, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to the back of our legs. You're going to need your ball and your mat. I like a heavy dumbbell. But even if you don't have the heavy dumbbell, these work really well. So, here, here, legs up on top. Look for the ball's position. Just behind me, roll in and out. Now for me, I can do these all day, even on one leg. I'm strong at this. But this back of the leg is getting hammered. So I'm going to add 20 pounds. It's a little bit in the way of my belly. I can use my arms, stability, squeeze my bum, my hips. Keep them high. Roll the ball in until it touches your bum. Then push it all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. You tell me this doesn't burn like crazy. Woo!
I don't want to miss this one.
How you doing? And you may notice faster's a little easier. Of course, you're missing the deep, concentrated focus. Slower is really going to make that hamstring light up that much more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's try something new. I don't do it a lot in this class. I'm going to get up off. I'm going to lose the ball. Get up on my toes like so, my bum's in the air. And tippy tap, tippy tap, tippy tap, tippy tap. Come on. Show me you can do that. So that's a foot fire. Trust me, it's plyometric. So light you up. This will make those legs really taut. And yeah, of course it's helping your bum up. Who doesn't want to fight a bum up? 5, 4, 3,
I can't do that.
2, and 1. It's kind of annoying, right? But trust me.
I don't know. It feels weird. I'm
It
like,
does feel weird. I totally get it. All right, on the other end of the spectrum, though, it's just not good.
I can only stop one time.
Well, first of all, we are completely. When would you do that in your life?
no.
In your entire life?
But is your butt up?
Yes, you want to, but yeah, otherwise it won't work. So try to show me. Put your arm up high, straight from the knee to the shoulder.
Wait a minute. I think my heel.
High knee or high hip. Yep. Now do it. Probably on the balls.
That's it. Okay. So I think my heels are too far
Yeah,
there.
it's okay. And again, it's a work in progress, but your body just says, "What the hell are you doing?" You know, it doesn't get it. I like everything. How many people were great at jump rope? Now I'm back into that thruster, but this time I use the ball because it gives me a lot of range. I should be able to touch my bum at the bottom and flex high. And I know some of you, balance-wise, this is tricky, but you could put a leg over the other leg. If you're on your bench, which can be done, prefer not to use the ball. You can definitely put a leg over the other leg. Now you're on a one-leg hip thrust. Me, last week I was using the 50s. That's plenty. Now let's look at Michelle. So she's on the heels. Taking that heel is going to just exaggerate it a little more. Flat-footed is probably good for the majority of us. But certainly if she gets up on the heel, and I would even encourage her to get up on the ball. See how I'm on the ball now?
You know what? When I do that, I get a cramp.
So yeah, tell me where the cramp is.
In my calf.
In her calf. She might even get it in this arch. When I get a massage, my arch is literally clenched up. And, go to Charlie horse. She's a yoga gal. You notice, like, in a yoga class, probably not now for you. But if you go to yoga class, you watch a lot of the newbies, they're getting feet cramps in weird positions that shouldn't have anything to do with their feet. And that's because their body's just not used to it. They need more yoga. The body will respond in sort of a fight or flight method. You get those shocking cramps. Last night, my girlfriend got one while we were watching TV, and her hamstring like locked up. She doesn't stretch really. I was massaging and stretching before. Like 5, 4. I also like the pulses. See, she's in a pulse now. She's still on her heels. She's pulsing little short ones. Those have benefit too. Again,
I can't do it.
Let's spin you over, guys, when you're ready. On this one, you don't need weight, but if you were going to use it, I believe they're red. They're 2.5 pounds. So you're only going to need a 2.5 pound to do this. And again, some of my strong players, well, this 2 is definitely very reasonable. But I'm on the toes and my legs are wide because I want balance. What am I working, obviously, or maybe not so obviously? What do you think is working here?
Your back.
So my lower and mid back. And we just don't spend a lot of time on this in our lives. Most of our focus is on the front. It's the part we see in the mirror. It's the part we assume people think isn't looking good. We think that if we do a lot of abs, a lot of core, that's going to give us a six-pack. It's completely untrue. You build abs in the kitchen, or I'm being more cautious in the kitchen, in your habits. Like this week is Topsy-Low Fair week. What do you even go there to eat that's probably going to be healthy? I'm sure they have items now. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it was all fried crap. Coffee candy. I think I told you guys we went to the truck festival in Salem last weekend. It was 25 trucks. There were some items that were definitely very clean, very lean. But the majority of the trucks were either ribs or Mediterranean. Rice. All good food, just for me, beans and rice. Too much? I'm not feeling it, probably not doing it right. Just hang in there with it. 4, 3, 2. I want to show you again a hybrid movement. Most of you have seen this one before. And 1. If you have the juice for this is a great one. If you don't attempt it. Either on the palm or I like them on my knuckles. My ball is out, and I'm going to tuck. 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 And I have to stay sturdy. I leave a little bend in my elbow, but I stay sturdy. My bum is tight, my hip is tight, and this is clearly a lower ab movement. I can do this on a one leg, cautiously. Oh, that leg not so good. It's funny because back in the day, it was all about showy movements.
No way, you?
Yeah, you think? Yeah. What it is. Can't even show. But it's getting better, so that's why I'm happy. Stressed like hell for my job, but happy. Closing a bunch this week, though. My motto in life is dig in, babe. If it's COVID, dig in. Dennis and KJ will say the same thing. After always running from the realities of stereotypes of life, it's very hard to move forward. Let's do 4 sets of chest. I dare you. 4 sets of chest. Very nice. The sweet spot in the class, and it was in my write-up last night, is about 3 sets. So when I train my clients, if I do all body parts for 3 sets, I can just finish in an hour. My clients don't stop. Instead, we talk a little bit, but they're moving while I'm talking. 3 sets will get it done. In my own personal workouts, it's more like 5 to 6 sets each body part, and often I do multiple angles. So I could do my chest 15 to 20 sets easily, closer to 40, okay, because I'm going to do a flat bench, an incline bench, a flat fly, an incline fly, and probably a decline bench, and a decline fly. 5 sets, just do the math. You're at 40 sets, average of 10 to 15 reps per set. You're into hundreds of reps on that muscle group. You're sore for days. And when properly balanced, I'm not a believer that you should be so sore you can't move. But when you do it correctly and train enough, yeah, I'm sore for a day and a half, 2 days maybe. But I can still operate. Okay, when you're ready, each one of you, that's going to be a different time. Go to that fly again. So this is 4 sets, average of 10 reps or more, times 2. So that's 8 times 10 is 80 reps. Of course you're going to feel it. Get done with this. Squeezing at the top. We're going to go to a skull crusher, and then a dip, and then a kickback. All triceps back in. Inhale, exhale. Squeezing, exhale. Squeezing. Squeezing. One more cardio, you come Monday. It's a complete cardio slam. With the weights, same weight movements. You just focus more on the cardio. Go about an hour and 15 minutes. When you're done, it looks like this. I start at the top. I push myself back a little bit, almost high, pointing to the ceiling. Watch just not to hit yourself in the face. That's the word skull crusher. Exhale up, it's tricep. Inhale, exhale. Identify with your brain what muscle is working. Slow it down as they come down to your face. That's called the eccentric mode. There's more benefit on the way down than on the way up. You're not feeling them. You're missing something. Four. 3, Mississippi. 2. And 1. This is where it gets hard. You're on your bench. You can't do these dips. You got a bad shoulder. You should be here. Okay? It's a little different angle than the one you just did. This one, if you got a bad shoulder, and you don't scrape your back on that bench, really close to the bench, it's going to be a deal breaker. Most of us, anybody here younger than 30? 25? Yeah. 40? So if you're all in our bracket, you're tight here. The movement is committed to having strong, tight tone back in the arm. When she does it, especially with 20 pounds, she's also hyper-stretching this front deltoid. If you come down too fast, your bum isn't straight to the bench. In the process of strengthening this beautiful muscle, you can tear out this very complex shoulder front deltoid. A lot of times you don't know it, guys, until in a day or 2. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is the finisher. It's called a giant set or a tri-set. 3 triceps in a row. This one's the one that's going to make you cry like a baby. Elbows are high. Get your shoulders lower than your bum. Straighten it out. Let it down slow. Straighten it out. Let it down slow. Straight, slow. Straight, slow. Up, down. Up, down. Up. You're not burning like crazy right now. You're cheating somewhere.
Yeah.
Woo! That was my fault. I've been picking the Peloton soundtrack. Easy, squeezy. You're swearing word about I'm not old fashioned, but I try to 4, 3, 2, and 1. We know we've hammered this upper chest area, so let's go to back. I like to do 2 because it gets more done quicker. I like to do dumbbell. I'm not as concerned with big heavy weights these days. My back still needs to be flat. My knees are bent a little bit. My goal is to get that dumbbell to my shoulder or my armpit, whatever you want to call it. I repeat. I give up weight for intensity. I can even do this, guys. One of these. One is hanging, one is pulling. Now, go back to that ego part. We already thought you said, yeah, I'm sure you were a bit of a, back in the day, this would have been a 100-pound dumbbell, maybe even a 120. 50 is doable. But I gotta do one at a time, and I gotta use the bench. I can't really do it on my knee well. It starts to cheat and get sloppy. I really do like the Susies. Gotta lower shoulders up. Great. It's tempting to stand up a little, guys. Try to stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to biceps. And let's see what my bicep does. Remember, I couldn't even do 5-pound curls. At the peak of my injury. And 15 is still a little tricky. That shoulder wants to throw my elbow out. Your body will try to accommodate or figure out a way. So when we do all those pulling movements, we know the bicep is involved. This is direct bicep. The other one is it's a supporting muscle. You can't get the dumbbell up without the bicep. But the primary mover, when you were just bent over, the primary mover is this. Pulling this way. Really making that back. And again, it's summer, it's strapless. What do you guys call it?
Strapless?
The thing where you see a lot of that. It looks great on women and guys if you have a toned back. And all of you do. So, hey, if I had that, they all know I'm going to the party. Look good. Hey, if you got it, there's a place for 4. They have a little. You get the act. I never want to feel it look good. 3, 2, and 1. And this muscle should have a lot of capability because it's activated all day long in your life. I'm going to go to a core movement. I'm going to start with a basic upper. When I put my legs up, it's impossible to use my hips. Okay? So I'm trying to do this versus this. This is easier because I am actually using my lower body to counterbalance. When my legs are up vertical like this, I can't use them. It's all upper. And my goal is to get my elbow to my thigh. Bring the thighs to you a little bit. Squeeze the ball and pull it up. Make a goal and pick a number. Not the number you know you can do. Pick the number you don't think you can do. By the way, Julie wrote me several texts since the last class. We're now coordinating our ice cream eating. She loves ice cream. I did not know this. She's an ice cream every night girl. But I know she's going to really help my program because I'm going to try to meet her on Sunday. Yes, let's say first few minutes sleep lesson. really straight through. Probably because I did the hour ride. Really got after it. I'm gonna shut the phone off. At least an hour and a half before I went to bed. Did a little meditative, piece before I put my head down and just crash. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, some of you the ball's going to be too much. For some of you the ball's going to be just right. I'm going to grab my ball and I'm going to come up and down. Now, if I come up and I twist, it's harder. Or come up and lift. Come up and lift. If that's not in your game plan, any version like this needs. So if you hate that, so
It's just too big.
I understand. I can give you a smaller one. See where my feet are now? This would be really simple. I just lifted the hiney off the ground. I want to get more straight leg. Still lift the hiney off the ground. If I want to go hardcore without the ball, it's this, up. And if I want to go even hardcore, up, split like that. Up, these are brutal. Just that little split makes a massive difference. Right? Yeah. Good. The straighter you point your toes and block your knee. You get up high, and just drive those hips high. That nice split. Great top. But again, she made a good point. So, like, you got a ball, and your back is cramping. And your back is just saying, no, no, no. You should listen. And it's not about how heavy that ball is, because other balls give one or two of you. If you need a little smaller ball.
I'm all set.
I'll set you.
I don't need one.
But here's the thing.
We've done it.
The weight is about the same, but it's the, what your point was is you're right. The width of that ball makes it really hard. It's not about the weight. And it's uncomfortable, especially with my hip replacements. I really don't like it. But you can see it's doable. It's just, you got to pick the things you know you're comfortable with, the things you're not. Let's go back to another row. Second set. We're going to smash these now and try to work into it.
We haven't done enough. I know.
I always think it's 10 o'clock. All right, so second set.
Yeah.
Gonna be done by 40.
Yeah, I'm doing 20. Yeah, you take my time.
So here we go, guys. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Be at half this pace. 9, 10, 11. I would always be cautious because though I'm working my upper back, my lower back is taking quite a bit of weight, 50 pounds plus my torso weight. Probably a good 80 pounds bent over in an awkward position. If I didn't have a strong lower back, this would be a train wreck. Positivity. We're going to follow it up with a pullover. Either on the bench, the ball. I'm going to try 50. It's a little scary. But this will stretch out my triceps. On the bench with the ball. Ah! I pull it over. Stretch it out. Pull it over. Stretch it out. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. 3. Come on. I love this move because stretching itself is really awesome. The soundtrack is from Alley Love. Anybody call Peloton at all? No? Nobody knows who Alley Love is? Just amazingly beautiful woman. Phenomenal energy. Got hair. So that hours too. All her. I don't think any of those instructors, not Sue, that's for sure. They don't spin. They're telling us where to be in our pace. We're not. She's all about. She's amazing. Visual. She ties you, pulls you in with her. Just good, happy looks. Stunning with you. And a lot of positive affirmation. I'd ask you a little against the positive affirmation parts. Well, I'm instructor. I don't know if they're therapy. I think a lot of people do. I would read science of what's happening. Then in part, my spiritual themes. Yeah, I love these. This is a curl where I bring the dumbbell in and up until I get my elbow to 90 degrees. So that left hand doesn't do it. With the right hand, that's what I'm looking for. Scrape the body and get it up high. Kind of like what I would call a girl tummy. And they're up in Situate. Situate, bare feet, usually no shirt, shorts. 12. Today you probably wouldn't do that. But back in those days, it was totally normal. Situate. 4, 3, 2, and 1. What do we do not a lot of today? Come on, here's my girl. Anybody got 5 minutes?
You can do one more back.
You want to do that? All right, so we'll finish back. You don't have to get everything done in one day because there was a lot of days. So if you're feeling it, great for you. I always feel a little guilty if I don't balance it out the way I want to. Good. I really commend my two. What got you guys coming today?
I'm fit myself.
I want to commend my two newbies. What got you two coming today? And in particular, I know you've been here a few times.
Yeah, I was able to.
When I saw you the other day, well, maybe you should have
Sometimes it's
nights.
just the schedule.
Yeah, just getting work and
Yeah.
yeah.
And for you, because you saw me. Okay. Well, I wondered, because I didn't recognize you once you said, I was like, oh, you were right there. One of the reasons I take classes, first of all, I like Julie a lot. She's just got the right energy for my type of training. So I knew she put on a good show. And I hope they bring it in. I used to take classes with that. Your dad's in the down. And that was, and I kind of told her, I said, don't look too hard at the fighter. I know, she said she saw about the 7th round. I know. So she sort of let up.
That one? The yellow one?
4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Want to do a quick bicep? I would do that too. That could be your last thing. Remember, these are domestic muscles. You can't really do life without this. This is what, grocery store, package store, cat, big dog, grandchild, niece, nephew, if you're picking them up. You got a heavy bike. A lot of yard work. Been ripping up the linoleum floor in the kitchen. I had a friend come in who happens to be 40. ADHD, makes me look like an old man. He's like I was when I was 40. He got on the floor with a scraper and just shredded the floor. Like, I'm looking at him like, wow, I'm getting old. But he said, see if you do it, you just have to go a little more insane. Of course, that made him feel, all right, now I gotta go insane. But he was right. I get a heart to look down. And wonderful day. You can have water, protein, but don't give the protein guys just look around here. It's really that you just have to be mindful. Get it in. Be vegetarian.
That's my biggest downfall.
So you miss it a little bit, yeah. So, when we talk keto, and I'm not a big keto fan myself, but I mean, it certainly will work if you're carb obsessive like most Americans are. The concept of keto is that your proteins come way up, and the crappy carbs, at least, come way down. So you're more on a vegetable type carb with more proteins and more fats, and thus less carbs. You're going to see an automatic, typically 10-pound loss. But it is unsustainable. Is it really what you're going to do the rest of your life? I mean, I'm having conversations with my gal about going vegetarian. I've been, wanting to do it for years. I love meat. I love fish. I love shellfish.
I love fish.
Speaking of which,
We
I brought
fish.
a bag of
Fish
mussels
up.
back to Stop and Shop last night. And